Politics bore me, let's not bring it up at all. Early one morning the sun was shining. I was laying in bed, wondering if she changed at all, if her hair was still red. The folks said that our lives together sure was gonna be rough. Never did like Mama's homemade dress, and Papa's bank book wasn't big enough. And I was standing on the side of the road, rain falling on my shoes, headed out for the East Coast. Lord knows I paid some dues, getting through, tangled up in blue. She was married when we first met, soon to be divorced. I helped her out of a jam, I guess, but I used a little too much force. We drove that car as far as we could, abandoned it out west. Split up on a dark, sad night, both agreed it was best. She turned around to look at me as I was walking away. Heard her say over my shoulder, we'll meet again someday on the avenue, tangled up in blue. I had a job in the great North Woods, working as a cook for a spell, but I never did like it all that much, and one day the axe just fell. So I drifted down to New Orleans, where I was looking to be employed, working for a while on a fishing boat right outside of Delacroix. But all the while I was alone, the past was close behind. I seen a lot of women, but she never escaped my mind, and I just grew, tangled up in blue. She was working in a topless place, and I stopped in for a beer. I just kept looking at the side of her face, and the spotlight so clear. And later on, as the crowd thinned out, I was just about to do the same. She was standing there in back of my chair saying, "Don't I know your name?" I muttered something underneath my breath as she studied the lines on my face. I must admit I felt a little uneasy when she bent down to tie the laces of my shoe, tangled up in blue. She lit a burner on the stove and offered me a pipe. I thought you'd never say hello, she said, you know you look like the silent type. Then she opened up a book of poems and handed it to me, written by some Italian poet from the 13th century. And every one of them words rang true and glowed like burning coal, pouring off of every page like it was written in my soul from me to you, tangled up in blue. I lived with them on Montague Street in a basement down the stairs. There was music in the cafes at night and revolution in the air. And then he started into dealing with slaves, and something inside of him died. She had to sell off everything they owned and froze up inside. And then when the bottom came out, it all became withdrawn. The only thing I knew how to do was to keep on keeping on like a bird that flew, tangled up in blue. So now I'm going back again. I got to get back to her somehow. All the people that we used to know, they're just illusions to me now. Some are mathematicians, some are carpenters' wives. Don't know how it all got started, I don't know what they're doing with their lives. But me, I'm still on the road, headed for another joint. We always did feel the same, we just saw it from a different point of view, tangled up in blue. Good morning. Welcome to the Monday morning cup of coffee, the first one in a while. I stopped doing them for a little bit there because there was just nothing else to tell you. I could just sit here in front of the camera and bullshit to you, but I didn't have anything to tell you much. There wasn't any gigs going on. Couldn't hardly leave the house, just like you. But I actually have some gigs coming up this week, okay? Tomorrow night is the live stream, facebook.com/Tommy Womack, 7:30 p.m. Central Daylight Time. And I play songs and be my usual silly self. Then Thursday night at D's at 6 p.m., Tommy Gun, my Clash cover band with Brad Pemberton, Jonathan Bright, and Mike Rutherford, better known as Preach. And that's 6 p.m. to 7:20 p.m. at D's on Palestine Avenue in Madison, Tennessee. That's Thursday night. Friday night, I got a house concert in Louisville at Rob Sing's house. And you can find out, you can hit me up at TommyWomackLovesYou@gmail.com, and I'll tell you where and how to get there. And social distancing and masks will be mandatory. Saturday night in Cincinnati, John Chester's house, same drill. If you want to know about that one, also just TommyWomackLovesYou@gmail.com. Come see me there. And so I'm excited. I got some gigs coming up this week. You can also catch me Monday mornings, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m., Tommy Womack's Happiness Hour on WXNA FM. Free format radio in Nashville, Tennessee. It's 101.5 on the FM dial if you're within range. And otherwise, you can catch the show at WXNAFM.org. Sundays, catch me on Somebody Say Amen, the greatest gospel music show on the planet. And that's from 89.5 WMOT, also found at WMOT.org. And so that's all the news that is news. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're putting up with the BS. We just got less than a couple of months to go till the election. And vote your conscience if your conscience is right. If your conscience is not right, then you won't know, I guess. But anyway, wear your mask. I'm not wearing one right now because I'm not around anybody. Social distancing, and by the way, those house concerts, social distancing and masks will be mandatory, and audience size will be limited. And that's okay because I'm used to small audiences. It's kind of my lot in life. Anyway, God bless you. Don't let the bastards get you down. Have a great week, and I reckon I'll see you next Monday. Might as well. God bless you. Politics bore me, let's not bring it up at all.